I think from the Buddhist viewpoint, I think we should have sort of right to
abandon.
To abandon religion. But as I mentioned earlier, religions, if we practice properly, then really sort of great beneficial. So therefore, they remain where chulu chodet mendaw yerche yebethane lecture di pando di yerche ta di kyensha chulu mingithane kyensha hade di mayoya tapshi chik tang du zago do.
Given that these great religions of the world continue to serve the well-being of so many millions of people, yet at the same time often the religious diversity also serves as a basis for conflict in human society. So the challenge now is, how can we find a method whereby we can continue to retain the positive benefits of religious diversity, yet at the same time prevent the negative excesses which arise as a basis of this division.
So here, I think one problem is the concept of one truth, one religion, and the concept of several truth, several religions. These two things appears contradictory, and they're both very relevant. So now, how to overcome this contradiction? I think religion, like medicine. So, according to different illness, you need different medicine. So, similarly, I think in the terms of different people who have different mental disposition, so according to that circumstances, we need several truth, several religions. Several religions. Therefore, automatically, each religion carries some truth. So, several truths also there. Now, in terms of individual, if you believe all these traditions, then your mind will confuse, difficult. Some say there is God, creator. Some say no. Some say there is soul. Some say no. Some say it's the next life. Some say no. Very difficult. So therefore, according to one's own mental disposition, you have to also follow one tradition. So in the terms of one individual, the concept of one truth, one religion, that is very relevant. It's necessary in order to have genuine faith.
In order to have single-pointed faith in one's path,
you need the concept of one truth, one religion. But that does not mean you forget about your respect towards other tradition. No. Faith and respect, I think, two separate things. Faith, one's own tradition. And with the belief, with the faith, implement or practice as much as you can. Respect is concerned with sort of the awareness of the value or benefit, not only today, but in the past several centuries, and present and future. I think several millions of people get immense benefit. So that's obvious. I'm Buddhist. I can see the value of Christianity and Islam and Judaism and so on. So millions of people get immense inspiration from one's own tradition. Therefore, there is genuine reasons to respect, to appreciate, to admire. So therefore, I think in individual case, one truth, as far as faith is concerned, one truth, one religion, but meantime, accepted on this planet, several truths, several religion, and respect. So, that's the way to overcome this contradiction. Then here I want to share those believers. Once we accept any religion, we should be serious and sincere. Among Tibetan Buddhists also, some just use Buddhist name, and I think some may believe themselves as a genuine Buddhist, but doing all sorts of things. That's not a genuine, not very serious. I think including myself, preaching other people, don't do negative things. But I myself, not much care. And that is not sincere. Isn't it? For example, I teach, I always express contentment. But if I let all my desire, I think one good time of test that is, and occasionally in the past and now, not these days. In the past, I like shopping.
Supermarket?
Where?
No. The shopping centers.
Shopping centers. A lot of different article things. So, really, beautiful. So when I go this area, one side, I desire, I want this, I want that, I want that. Then think, ask myself, you really need that? The answer is no. And I already have one thing, so no need. That kind of is the
mental process, thought process.
Thought process. So, even the person who really believes contentment is important, but still desire sometimes will come. Clear? So therefore, if you are serious enough about one's own tradition, then when greed about to come, think about contentment, simplicity. Then about to meet your enemy or someone who you do not like, then at that time, think about tolerance, forgiveness. And some my Christian friend, usually they say, it is very practical method. One practical method, important practical method is when you face your so-called enemy, then think of the enemy in the image of God. So that outlook immediately reduces your anger, your hatred. So that's the real practice. So we should be, once we accept religion, then it should be sincere and serious and must implement what one's own traditions say, must carry in our daily life. Then those non-believer, even some people, I think, who may hate any religion, okay, doesn't matter, remain like that. So long you feel happy, that's okay. But as I mentioned earlier,